Thanks, Chair. I'm pleased to respond on behalf of the Government and in support of my colleague Minister Foley, the Minister for Education, to speak about the topic of teacher supply. Ensuring that our children are taught by qualified teachers is a priority issue for the Department of Education and Government. We have heard this morning already of the various measures put in place by the Department and by the education partners to address teacher supply. Approximately 3,500 newly qualified teachers have had their registrations finalised by the Teaching Council to date in 2022. These are an additional source of supply in the current school year. New regulations are in place allowing the registration of third and fourth year undergraduate initial teacher education students with the Teaching Council. Flexible arrangements for teachers who are job sharing or are on career break have been put in place, along with temporary arrangements for a pension abatement waiver for retired teachers and a capacity to work beyond the full 22-hour teaching time for post-primary teachers. Teacher supply is a complex issue, and my colleague Minister Madigan earlier acknowledged that wider societal challenges associated with cost of living and availability of housing are also affecting the supply of teachers, a challenge which every sector is facing. The Minister outlined to the House the measures that the Government is putting in place to address this. She noted also that the starting salary for teachers in Ireland has improved significantly in recent time, and that the starting salary here is significantly greater than that in Northern Ireland. The motion before us makes a wide range of points in relation to teacher shortages. However, it fails to acknowledge the significant work that has already been done by the Department and the education partners in this area. For example, we now have 450 teachers employed on supply panels covering sub-vacancies in schools right across the country. These teachers are providing an invaluable service in our classrooms and were not available to schools in these numbers previously. We have the free programmes for post-primary registered teachers to upskill in subjects where teacher supply is problematic, such as in mathematics, Spanish and physics, representing a considerable investment by the state. By the end of 2024, approximately 750 teachers should have completed these programmes and registered with the Teaching Council in these subjects. The motion also fails to take account of the fact that there are increasing options for young people to study to be a teacher over 4 years in subjects such as modern foreign languages, Irish, mathematics and computer science. These offer the opportunity to qualify as a teacher in 4 years and avoid the time and expense of taking the PME route. The school system continues to respond so well to constant challenges thrown at it. Having weathered a pandemic, we have in more recent times needed to ensure that large numbers of Ukrainian children have access to education. Over 3,500 additional teaching posts have been put into the system in the current year. In spite of the actions already taken, Government accepts that there remains challenges and further steps need to be implemented. My colleague Minister Madigan has outlined to the House further actions which are being advanced or are under consideration. Government recognises the leadership role of the Department of Education plays on this issue. It is true too that the issues of teacher demand and supply require the contribution and cooperation of a broad range of education partners. The Department of Education will continue to work closely and intensively with stakeholders to develop and implement solutions to address the current teacher supply challenges.